What's the wildest thing an old person has casually mentioned to you in conversation? One day, while working at the retirement home, I learned how one of the residents, Sanders, made his money, and I could hardly believe it. In my job, I'm used to hearing old folks say some wild things, but Sanders was different. He was sharp for his age, had a wicked sense of humor, and loved to crack dirty jokes that would get anyone else fired. But he got away with it because he was old. Honestly, he could have been a comedian. He was also a bit of a Casanova around the retirement home, always bragging about which woman he was seeing. Despite being loaded, he stayed at the home, telling me it felt like college again. Lots of single women around. He definitely had money, always rocking designer clothes, which looked as ridiculous as you'd imagine on a guy his age. But he never talked about how he earned it. No family visited him, and I knew he was paying for everything himself, which wasn't cheap. One day, while I was cooking dinner for him, I casually asked if he liked to cook. He grinned and said, "I used to, but then the cops found out. Luckily, they didn't find all the money." I nearly dropped the plate. I asked, "What do you mean, Sanders?" He just smiled and said, "You know exactly what I mean." That mischievous grin told me everything I needed.